little late to this party. Hello, beautiful gremlins. Welcome to Trend Hopping. So, if you have been living under a rock for the past few years, there's a new movie that recently came out called Across the Spiderverse, and it is one of the most visually impressive movies ever. Well, due to this movie, the movement of Spidersonas have popped up everywhere. Everyone is making a Spidersona. I'm pretty sure Grandma has one stashed away somewhere. Spidersonas were really popular a few years ago, but they just came back in full swing when the movie came out, so I thought, hey, this is cool. I guess I will give it a try. However, I have never made a Spidersona, nor do I know how to make one, and I am inclined to believe that it's just making your own Spider-Man, but I feel like there's more to it than that. However, after watching everyone's video on how they created their own Spidersona, I was no closer to the truth than before, which was a problem. And I had to get this video out as quickly as possible before the trend died. At the end of the day, I decided to just wing it, because that has never gone wrong. Ever. Quick disclaimer. Don't judge me. I might get a few things wrong, and I'm really, really sorry if I do. I kind of just wanted to do this for fun and not really worry much about details. But I understand that it can be incredibly annoying when someone gets details of one of your favorite things wrong. So again, I'm really sorry if I do. So the first thing I did for this beautiful woman is come up with her design because, you know, you need to know what your character looks like if you need to draw them. I played around with a few ideas, and for some reason I just had it in my head that I needed big, long, poofy hair. Don't ask me why, but I think it's really due to me just loving that, and I kind of just wanted to shove all the things I liked about character design into the Spidersona. So, you know, about this character is that she was based off of one certain spider called the Golden Orb Silk Weaver Spider, and I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Hope I am. I kind of leaned heavily on the fact that she was based off that spider. Even in her normal clothes outfit, she has some designs from the spider that I took in. Like her skirt being the shape that it is, the little puffs around her on her boots and her shoulders because there's a little bit of fluff on the spider. And that is also the reason for the little leg warmers and hand warmers on her actual Spider-Man outfit. And also there are tons of little circles on a Golden Orb Silk Weaver spider, so I decided to add those in as well. When designing her suit, I really wanted to make it look authentic and stuff. I had the idea of like adding a hoodie, but then I realized that was a very popular thing to do with your Spidersonas, and I wanted to be a little original at least. And I also realized that a bunch of these suits are very, very tight because of course they are. You have to maneuver around really, really quickly when you are a Spider-Man person. Woman. Anyway, so that was also hard because I really still wanted to get that Golden Orb Silk Weaver spider inside her, which is, you know, the leg warmers and the hand warmers and stuff like that. Also, really, really loved her freckles, so I had to add them into her suit as well, which is kind of funny. I mean, she loves her freckles so much that she seriously dabbed them on her own suit. Also, for some reason, her ears are more pronounced in her suit. They aren't actually. She just made them that way because she has a little obsession with fantasy. Also, I keep saying also, but also her glasses, she obviously cannot wear her glasses when she's in her suit. So don't worry, the little eyeballs, they're her prescription. I tried really hard to design this character, and I still don't know if it looks the best, but I'm happy with it for now. So I've seen so many Spidersonas, like woman Spidersonas, where like they're really tomboyish, and that's completely fine. I mean, they all have their different personalities and stuff. That's what humans are. Even though I don't really care for this stuff, I really wanted a Spidersona that actually was a full-grown teenager and who cared about her makeup and who cared what she was wearing and who cared if she got stains on her suit while fighting a bad guy. That doesn't limit her possibilities when fighting, and that doesn't make her more weak as a character. If anything, it makes her stronger that she has so much attention to detail or anything like that. It is just another thing for her to use because she is just another person. Welcome to one of my favorite parts of the process, actually making the backstory and, you know, personality for the character. I don't know why, but I really feel like this is one of my weaker points when it comes to writing characters, but I love it so much. It's just a sad, sad life. But enough about me being sad. I will now tell you about her. Kaylin Kotz has always grown up with superheroes. And not in the way of bedtime stories or comics. No, she grew up with superheroes. They ran rapid in the city she grew up in, and she wasn't very fazed by the idea at all. After all, it seemed like there was a new superhero every week now. She wasn't one, though. She was perfectly content with her life. She had school, she had a job, she had a dad and an aunt, and she hardly had to juggle responsibilities on her own. That was until one day. She had no idea how it happened. She didn't even know how the species of spider were able to bite, but somehow she had woken up with powers. Powers that she didn't even know how to use. She could shoot long and thick webs, some so strong that they could be used as shields, and didn't seem to be running out of supply anytime soon. Well, this was the worst. She had enough things on her plate already without adding superhero to the mix. Besides, the entire town was already overrun with them. What would they need her for? But then after a talk with her dad, she realized she couldn't just forget about this. She couldn't just let all this go. While this was a big responsibility she was given, she still had to do it, whether she liked it or not. So she did. She trained, she fought, she did everything perfectly right. She did everything like a superhero. But people didn't take her seriously. She had no idea why, but they just didn't even see what she could do. They would turn a blind eye and praise someone else for her actions because they were obviously better, and she was just the face of it all. It annoyed her, but she ignored it. She still saved the people, albeit with fantasies about what would happen if she didn't. She wanted to see how they would react when their big, strong, non-pretty-faced superhero couldn't save them after all. Yeah, that was her story. It is a major work in progress, so take everything mentioned with a grain of salt because a lot of things are subject to change. Now, Kaylin has an interesting personality. While her personality seems more bubbly and eccentric and happy with people that don't really know her, people that do know her know she is incredibly motivated, driven, and a bit cynical at times. Though she doesn't really like taking no for an answer. She also hates it, and hates it with a burning passion when people just look down on her for seemingly no reason. She tries to do everything perfectly right up until the point where sometimes it's straight up unhealthy. However, her dad or her aunt is always able to push her out of it. She truly becomes the most motivated person in the world when people question her abilities or don't really see her as anything other than a pretty face. She doesn't hide her alter ego at all because superheroes are so common that there hardly is a point. When she does tell people about what she is, most of them, mainly teenage boys, always have some clever joke about, oh, I bet you were bitten by a daddy longlegs. Yeah. She's a pretty girl in a superhero world in a city that isn't exactly diversified with their genders on superheroes. She just has come in and everyone's immediate opinion on her is that she's a pretty little high school brat. And she hates it. She hates it with a burning passion. She doesn't want to be another girl with a pretty face. She wants to show people that she can do things and that she has to work hard for things. And no, not everything is easy when she has a pretty face. Now, that doesn't mean she doesn't care about her looks. She still likes the idea of painting her face with makeup or getting a cute little outfit that she likes. Not because she wants to impress the people around her. It's just because it makes her happy. It tickles her little dopamine levels. That shouldn't be looked down upon, in her opinion. I don't know why, but I felt really feminist writing this character. And she still works 1,000 times harder than anyone you will ever meet, even if it means getting her face dirty and her having to clean up afterwards. She still wants to at least look sane, because most superheroes don't accomplish that sometimes. I really enjoyed making a Spidersona for the first time, and I hope you liked it too. I still don't know her Spider-Woman name. I had one in my head, but then I realized that it didn't have the word spider in it, and you kind of need this word spider in it. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can suggest me some in the comments. In the comments. Also, I forgot to mention that I made it so her hair is out of her suit because, you were going to be able to tame that beast in a suit. Sorry. But I really hope you like Kaylin as much as I do, even if she can be a little bit of an annoying character. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider liking and subscribing if you did. And if you didn't, then I hope you find someone you like later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, or evening, or wherever you are in the world, and make sure to do something that makes you happy. And if you don't, do it. Do it. Gosh darn it, do it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
God, let my brushstrokes become interwoven. Keep me alive, clarified and unbroken.